Tonight, DeKalb County with a decisive step away from data centers.
The county just denied legislation that would have outlined regulations for potential data center applicants to move into the region. Atlanta News First senior reporter Patrick Quinn is live from DeKalb government headquarters in Decatur. So Patrick, with this move, does it mean no data centers can be built there in DeKalb County?
Blair, not necessarily. One county leader said, well, now we don't have any rules in place, no regulations to define when a data center can enter DeKalb County, how it can enter DeKalb County, and what stipulations it must follow as part of operations. One county leader says he's worried that now big, very rich companies, they may use workarounds around land use and other zoning rules that could allow them to move in even without these regulations. In DeKalb County,
7-0, we're to deny that item.
Leaders voting down data center regulations.
Please understand that we, the people, we don't want the data center.
Please do not let the monster in.
County officials admitted they were swayed by ongoing robust public comment that started roughly a year ago.
Whose county?
Our county! Overwhelming opposition that echoed ahead of the vote, not just urging leaders to rethink the legislation outlining regulations, but going a step further, urging the county to ban data centers altogether.
So what do we need to do? We should ban data centers, not just because we want it, but because you haven't done your jobs.
Commissioner Ted Terry has been working on regulations to data center entry in DeKalb for the last year.
We're still not protected from data centers.
After the vote, Terry insisted there must be a clear definition of what a data center is and finite rules in place, like water usage, heat, and noise impacts, to properly protect the county from the potential impacts of data centers.
We can't put our head in the sand like data centers are knocking on our doors.
Terry said the county must move with urgency. DeKalb County's moratorium on data center development is set to expire at the end of September. And Terry told me the county has one official data center applicant and 2 more waiting in the wings. And without rules, Terry fears developers will find workarounds.
This is part of the concern right now, is that we still have to have regulations in place. Without a definition, we're left vulnerable to data centers coming in under a different code.
And once again, that moratorium on data center development here in DeKalb County, it ends September 30th. So what happens October 1st? Well, there could be an extension of that moratorium, but the next move from Terry, he said July 14th, he's planning on introducing an amendment calling for a 6 to 9 month study, an environmental study on the potential impacts of data centers here in DeKalb County. He said after that, we could revisit legislation around regulations to data center development. Advocates today said they will fight it every step of the way. We're live in Decatur. Patrick Quinn, Atlanta News First.